Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Random Reactions. I've got a bit of interesting news for you today. This is from a social media post from USA Today. It says, breaking news. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Oklahoma is now classified as a Midwest state. Now, if you take a look at this map here, this is what is classified as the Midwest. So you've got North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and now Oklahoma, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio. So those are the states that are classified as Midwest. Now, I am in Ohio, and I've always known that Ohio is classified as Midwest, and I referred to it as Midwest myself. But now that I look at a map more closely and realize how this is laid out, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. It's like the person that denoted what is classified as Midwest has never looked at a map, doesn't know what directions are. If you look at this map, look where that red is on there. Is that the middle of America? Yeah, it's close to the middle. But does it lean toward the west? No, it leans toward the east. If you were going to classify any of these states as Midwest, I mean, you've got the East Coast and you got the West Coast, of course. So, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Those are the ones going right up the middle. Oklahoma, I say, still should be classified as Southwest. You know, it's right there above Texas. It's the southwestern end of the state. So you got California, Oregon, Washington, etc. All those over on the West Coast. You got Maine, all up and down the West Coast to Florida. Or, I'm sorry, the East Coast, up and down to Florida. And you got, of course, you got your Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, which are the southern states. So what do we do with classifying those toward the middle? Well, if you look at the middle, what you would call middle states of America, looking at the map, I could see how you could have North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. And then that'd be just right down the middle. And then Minnesota, I guess you'd call that the middle. But again, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, you can classify those as north as well. So northwest, mid-north, or north-middle is what I would classify those as. But if you're not counting north, you're just going by east and west. I'd say North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. And then you can go to Minnesota, Iowa, and Missouri. Those are all the middle ground states. But then once you get into Wisconsin and Illinois, you can go ahead. I would still classify those as Midwest because those aren't in the Eastern time zone. The time zone splits right around Indiana. In fact, it's partly in Indiana. Part of Indiana, I believe, or maybe it's Illinois, is in part of the state. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Indiana. Part of the state is in Eastern time zone and part is in Central time zone. So you can go as far as Indiana, and I'd be okay with classifying that as Midwest because it's the middle. But once you get to Michigan and Ohio, there's no way those are west. There's nothing west about those. If they're anything mid, it's mid-east. But in fact, I would consider Ohio and Michigan eastern states because they're in the eastern time zone. And also, they're the eastern third of the map. It doesn't make sense to call them Midwest. There is nothing about Ohio and Michigan that are west. There's nothing about Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin that is west. If anything, these states shouldn't be called Midwest states. They should be called Mid-East states. And so that's just my thought for the day. I just saw this, that they added Oklahoma into the states that are classified as Midwest. And I still think Oklahoma should be considered Southwest. But the whole Midwest shouldn't be called Midwest at all. It should be called Mid-East. Those are my thoughts for the day. Just a little bit of random thoughts I thought I'd run by you guys to just kind of make us think for the day. What do you guys think? Does what I'm saying make any sense, or am I out of my gourd? Go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think. Is there a logical explanation you can think of as to why they would call these states Midwest? And where do you think the line should be drawn? P.S. Also comment down below what you guys think about daylight savings time. Do you think we should keep it the way it is or eliminate the time change? If we do eliminate the time change, what should we do with it? Should we leave it daylight savings time year round, or should we just eliminate daylight savings time altogether? Comment down below. Let me know what you think and why, and we'll have fun debating it in the chat. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and God bless. Bye, everybody.